I know, the Accord hasn't been on the channel for a while, but that changes today. Some genius broke into this car at some point and totally destroyed the lock on the driver door. So I'm gonna pop it out and see if I can salvage any of the tumblers. I got a new lock assembly from the junkyard, but the key is obviously not keyed to this. So if I could save the tumblers, I can make one good lock out of two. So we got this back to normal. A quick little visit to the junkyard. I was able to get this new shield that comes right off the door handle. And then I picked up a shield and little latch cover for the old housing, the cylinder lock, and sprayed some of the dry graphite lube, and I got everything to work very well. So we are locking and unlocking just like before. And now I can move on to other stuff. Let's see if it'll fire up or if it's gonna give me some grief. All right, perfect. So we have the Accord back in the workshop today, and it's about time we get that timing belt changed. Along with that, it will be a water pump service, balance shaft seal, camshaft seal, crank seal, and this thing will be ready to sell. I've got to get it out of here. So once we address the motor, then I need to get a downpipe. Someone cut it when they stole the cats. So we'll have to get a downpipe, some cats, 2 wheels. I want to get a matching set and have all 4 original, hopefully. If not, I'll have to get an aftermarket set of wheels, which I really don't want to. And last but not least, it needs a radio, quick little detail, interior shampoo, and it should be ready to hit the market. Anyways, let's get to work. Well, that wasn't too bad, but this hasn't been my first timing belt on one of these cars, probably my 5th, so I kind of know what to expect along the way. At first, I was thinking that we were gonna have a balance shaft seal that wasn't updated with this little bracket right here. Let me get a light for you. Okay, so that bracket right there, it holds the seal in. The original version from the factory didn't have it, and it would actually come out, the seal would come out and just puke fluid everywhere. So that's been updated. The belt's been changed for sure. It's a Conti Tech, so it's not factory. And this little belt right here is the balancer shaft belt that goes to the shaft itself back there. And that is, let's see, that's got a big old groove in the middle. I'm not sure where it's coming from or from what, maybe from the plastic, but who knows. Anyways, this thing was puking out oil and it's coming from the camshaft seal. So whoever's done all of this work before has neglected to do a $5 to $10 seal and maybe an extra 5 minutes of work. And now I got to get in here and do it. And it's a shame because the timing belt's in pretty good shape. I bet you the water pump's in good shape, but I ordered the whole kit just to make sure that when I sell it, I know I'm selling it in good faith, that it's going to run for a long time. Anyways, let's keep tearing this down and get this thing all fixed up. So I was mistaken on this, and the last person did change it, but check this out. They just got crazy trying to bash it in. And the problem the whole time was that they got the spring knocked off of the little retaining lip. So it never had a chance to seal. And you see those little indents right there? The spring was off the whole time. So there was nothing pulling this lip down onto the cam to provide a seal. So that's where all the oil was coming from. And Everything else should be pretty much a remove and replace. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I could get away with just throwing it back together right now, but there's only one way to do everything, and it's the right way. So let's get it done. This part is quick and easy, just a simple removal of the engine mount. That way we can get the new timing belt swapped in. Man, I was gonna give this guy the benefit of the doubt. You know, I saw that little bit of a mix up putting the cam seal on, but nope, it's a hack job. He put silicone on a $5 seal. That thing's roached. That's gotta be puking oil too. So we got a new seal. We'll have to clean up all the silicone that should not be there anyways. And hopefully we'll get done by another hour or two. Check this out. I would say that it's due for a replacement. What do you think? It wasn't leaking and it didn't have play in the bearings, but it's a GMB. It's not the best brand. But right here we got NPW, made in Japan. Can't ask for anything better. I did discover that the timing was off one tooth on the cam. So hopefully this thing starts right up. I noticed it was starting just a little slow after I changed the distributor. So now this thing should fire right up every time. All right, I still have the door panel off from fixing the door lock. Don't mind that. Anyways, let's check it out. Oh yeah. Perfect. The battery is dead, but before it was about 3 or 4 cranks before it fired. Right now it was just 1 crank before it fired, maybe 2 because it's slow, but I feel with a good battery this thing will be solid. Look at that. This is so smooth, it's ridiculous. Motors are great when they're dialed in. You just have to give them the love they need. Now we just gotta wait for the thermostat to open up, take in some more coolant, and we should also turn on the heater and get the coolant through the core. That'll get the coolant flowing through the core, get all the air bubbles out. And I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. It makes a big difference. I have a playlist for this car from when I got it. Check it out.